Hi everyone, it's Miss Jen from the Lawrence branch. For today's STEAM activity, we're going to learn about a process called chromatography as we make some cute coffee filter bats for Halloween. Now let's talk supplies. I'm a big proponent of using what you have on hand. So first we'll go over what you really absolutely need for this project and then some of the substitutions. So you absolutely need a coffee filter, a black washable marker, water, scissors, and then something to make the bat body. So specifics. Coffee filters. I used mainly these medium-sized round ones. If you have large ones, you can cut them down. If you have small ones, make a smaller body. If you have more this style coffee filter, I hold it like that to get more of that bat shape, cut the little tab off, and you use that. For the markers, you want washable markers. I have Crayola brand. There's a Mr. Sketch scented brand that I've heard works well, but you definitely need a black one. And then you can use some other colors to add some flair to your bats. Water, just plain old water. You need something to spread the water with. If you happen to have a pipette, that works the best, but you can also use a teaspoon, even just kind of sprinkle it with your fingers. You need scissors to shape your bat. It helps if you have a tray or a plate that you can put your filters on for when you drop the water, just so it doesn't make a huge mess. And then for the bat bodies, now you can see I made 3 different styles. So you can use, for this one, you can use a clothespin. We happen to have pre-colored ones, like a brown one, or for this, I used a Sharpie, colored it. For this little guy, you can use black pipe cleaners to shape the head. Or if you don't have either of those and you'd rather use a binder clip, that works too. And to make the little face, we have little eyes. And then for the mouth, I used whiteout. You can use white paint. Again, it's whatever you have on hand to make this easy. All right, let's get started. Our first step is to make the bat wings. So have your black marker handy, black washable marker, and your coffee filter. So for the coffee filter, you want to fold it in half, and then draw your design in black on your coffee filter. You can do anything you'd like. I'm going to do a spider web pattern here, but it doesn't really matter as long as there's some black. Leave some white space as well. So I made kind of a spider web pattern on mine, but you can do anything. I did a spider web pattern in honor of Halloween, but you can really do anything. You can do dots, you can do squiggles, as long as there's some black and some white space. Now we're going to add some water. So put your filters on a tray, like this one, or a cookie tray, or just something so that when you add water, it doesn't make a big mess. And we're going to get a little bit of water. As I said earlier, if you have one of these pipettes at home, they're really good for dropping, or an eyedropper, really good for dropping the water on. However, you can also use just like a little spoon, measuring spoon, or even dip your fingers in and splatter. This works the best, so just a little bit. You're gonna drip it on your filters, enough to wet them, but not enough to leave a puddle. Let me tell you a little bit more about chromatography, because as you can see, our black and white filters aren't just black and white anymore. There's some blue and pink and red in there. Well, the color black is actually made when you mix red, blue, and yellow in equal parts. So when you add water, the water uses capillary action and it moves the molecules that make up that color black through the paper. So the largest molecules travel slowly while the smaller ones race ahead, and that makes those discrete bands of color that you can see. Once your filter has dried, we can finish making our bat. Is fold your filter in half, and then you're going to cut a scalloped edge where the bat's wings would be. For the last one, you want to make one cut that goes from the bottom there up maybe about halfway along the body line there. That's going to make it easier to attach the body. Now to make the body, you have 3 different options for body, but the method of attaching is all pretty much the same. So you want to take your filter and just kind of gently pinch it in the middle. And then you're going to put your body piece in there. So if you're doing the pipe cleaner, you can wrap it around like so. And then kind of coil the top to make a head like I did there. If you're using the binder clip, pinch it around the middle. If you're using the clothespin, do the same thing. You pinch it, and you have the long side going down between the wings, like so. Then you can decorate them with eyes and a mouth. So we have little googly eyes. You can also use black gemstones to go down to give it a fancy look. Whatever you have on hand to decorate. I'm going to give him a mouth with just some white out, but you can use white paint or gel pen or whatever you have at home. You can also add ice to your pipe cleaner as well. Now I'll give you some other ideas for things you can do with these. You can put magnets on them. You can hang them up with a string, or if you really enjoyed it and you want to make some more, you can add different colors. So I made these 3, which after they were wet, turned out to look something like this, which also made for some pretty bats. And there you have it. I encourage you to get creative, see what you have at home, and I bet you can make some really cool bats. If you want to learn more about chromatography or do some other fun science experiments, I found chromatography in both of these books. You can check them out at the library. They have a bunch of fun experiments in both of them. 101 Coolest Simple Science and How to Be a Scientist. All right, thanks and have fun.